To go from releasing your first project in April of 2017 to being considered the hottest rapper in the industry by March of 2020 is an anomaly in music, but it was something Lil Baby successfully did. But how did he do it? In this video, we will discuss the unique career of Lil Baby and the perfect storm that led to him becoming a hip-hop great. This is the come up of Lil Baby. Artists can never reach the top of the industry alone. At a certain point, there will always be a time where they need to surround themselves with a team to take their scalability to the next level. Ironically, Lil Baby had huge figureheads around him from the very beginning. The first of those figureheads was Young Thug. Baby and Young Thug both attended Booker T. Washington High School in southwest Atlanta, Georgia. Thug was one grade older than Lil Baby and actually was the first person to pay him to rap in order to get him out of the streets and to start making a career in music. However, Lil Baby wasn't at the point of full commitment yet. It took him years of having success in rap to successfully get out of the streets for good. Since Lil Baby released his debut project in 2017, Thug has appeared on 8 of 9 Lil Baby albums or mixtapes, including his debut project Perfect Timing, which was released in April of 2017, along with his 2 most recent projects, My Turn, his latest solo project, and Voice of the Heroes, a collab project with Lil Durk, released in 2021. It's safe to say Thug has not only influenced the sound of Lil Baby, but also has been there as a mentor to guide him throughout the entire process. The main figure that played a role in the career of Lil Baby was Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is not only one of the biggest artists to ever come out of Atlanta, but he has also been known to recognize talent. Gucci keeps his ear to the streets and stays tapped into talent within the area. To speak to this testament, Gucci was actually the first person to sign the Migos and Young Thug. Having already known Young Thug, Gucci was familiar with Lil Baby as a hustler in the mix of the Atlanta scene. Even the first time Lil Baby posted a video of himself in the studio, Gucci was already tapped in, knowing the talent he could become. Gucci Mane would play a prominent role in introducing the most prominent figures to Lil Baby. Quality Control Music was founded in 2013 by Pierre P. Thomas and Kevin Coach K. Lee. These two were originally brought together by Gucci through the Migos. As Gucci was preparing for his prison sentencing in April of 2014, the Migos wanted to continue their career, but he couldn't help them. Gucci had hired Coach K, a veteran in the music game, to manage them. Coach K already had previous experience managing acts like Gucci himself and Young Jeezy. Coach K is known in the industry as not just a great businessman, but also a curator of great music and a scout for talent. Out of the two, Coach K is the one that has had experience putting music together, also playing the role of an A&R for all of the artists he works with.
Reading your book, you gave the Migos to P.
I didn't give them to P.
Okay, correct me.
Yeah, I did, put them together.
Yeah, because they was your artists.
Yeah, I signed them first.
Yeah.
Yep. I found them and I put them with Coach K, and then to manage them. And then when I was about to get locked up or whatever, we had a conversation, me and P and the Migos, and they wanted to go somewhere else. Basically, I couldn't help them, and P wanted to be there. I ain't see nobody better than my buddy, and then what was respectful about it, we had a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So not only did we arranged it, we was in full support of it to this day. That's the beautiful thing.
P, the CEO of Quality Control Music, has arguably played the biggest role in not just the development of Lil Baby the artist, but Lil Baby the businessman, or an artist with an executive mindset. Similar to Coach K, P also had experience in the music game before they founded Quality Control Music under his own label Dirty Dollar Entertainment. He spent his time here investing into music artists and hoped to make a success of their careers. Up until 2013, when Quality Control Music was founded, he said in an interview with Complex Music that was something he had yet to do, until they met the Migos. With Gucci headed to prison, Coach K and P joined forces to create Quality Control Music with the Migos as their first act. In 2014, Lil Baby faced an experience that would change his entire life. A 2-year prison sentence on charges of possession of marijuana with an intent to sell. After coming home in 2016, he started hanging around the studio with the QC team. Both founders of QC saw something in him. P loved his drive and his hustle to be a success, as he had seen him for years in the streets. He knew if he applied that same work ethic to something like rap, he could become a success. Coach K musically saw a kid that was special, someone that represented Atlanta in every way. From the swag, to the lingo, to the music, he knew people could connect with Lil Baby if he applied his life to music.
Who do y'all kick it?
Lil Baby eventually ended up signing to Quality Control Music and would release his first project, Perfect Timing, in April of 2017, and included appearances from Young Thug and Lil Yachty. Just 4 short months later, he released his second mixtape, Harder Than Hard, which included the record My Dog, the song that would jumpstart Lil Baby's career. My Dog even charted on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 71 and staying on the charts for 7 weeks from December to February of 2017. To date, My Dog is RIAA certified platinum. Before the end of 2017, Lil Baby would go on to release 2 more mixtapes, the first of which was a collab project with his QC label mate Lil Marlo entitled To The Hard Way. Just 1 month later, he would follow that up with his 4th project, Too Hard, which included the hit single Freestyle, which would garner loads of attention and take Lil Baby's career to the next level. To date, Too Hard is certified gold and Freestyle is certified 2 times platinum and has garnered nearly 500 million views on YouTube. With 4 projects released in 2017, Lil Baby was beginning to pick up a major buzz in the rap game, and even caught the attention of Drake, who would become a major feature on Yes Indeed, on Lil Baby's first studio album, Harder Than Ever, released May 18, 2018. Said at this time, is that he still wasn't 100% into rap. He was still mixing his time in the streets, and even admitted to only being 60% committed to rap at this point. Harder Than Ever would go on to become Baby's biggest release. This became his first platinum project and even peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 albums charts. 2 songs, Yes Indeed and Southside, charted on the Billboard Hot 100, with Yes Indeed peaking at number 6 and Southside at number 79. Yes Indeed would go on to become a prominent staple in Lil Baby's career. Not only did he get the cosign from the biggest rapper in the game, Drake, but he also got a song that would stay on the charts for 29 weeks and become his first top 10 record on the Billboard Hot 100, all 13 months after he released his first official mixtape. Before the end of 2018, Lil Baby was far from done. He would go on to release 2 more mixtapes within the next 6 months. The first of which was Drip Harder, a collab tape with fellow upcoming Atlanta artist and longtime friend Gunna. This tape would feature a plethora of hits, including the 9 times platinum record Drip Too Hard, 5 times platinum Close Friends, and 2 times platinum Never Recover featuring Drake, while also including 4 more gold records: Business is Business, Off-White V-Lone featuring Nav, I Am, and Deep End. Drip Harder would also go on to peak at number 4 on the Billboard 200 albums charts, and include 8 songs charting on the Billboard Hot 100, including Drip Too Hard at number 4, Never Recover at number 15, Close Friends at number 28, Off-White V-Lone at number 54, Business is Business at 61, Belly at number 80, Deep End at 97, and I Am at 98. After the release of Drip Harder, Lil Baby's momentum was becoming more and more prominent. No matter if you were a fan or not at the time, you started to hear Lil Baby's name get mentioned in every hip-hop circle. Drip Too Hard would remain on the Billboard charts for a total of 35 weeks, and Close Friends a total of 33 weeks. At this point, Lil Baby was becoming trap music's staple, and Atlanta's hip-hop superpower was continuing to grow larger. With momentum at an all-time high, Lil Baby knew what had been working best for him up to this point, dropping new music. On November 30th, 2018, he released a 13-track mixtape entitled Street Gossip, which landed at number 2 on the Billboard 200 albums charts. It featured 3 times platinum Pure Cocaine, 1 time platinum Ready featuring Gunna, along with 5 more gold records: Global, Crush a Lot, This Week, No Friends featuring Ryla Rodriguez, and Time featuring Meek Mill. Street Gossip would go on to sell 88,000 units first week and would chart 6 records in the Billboard Hot 100. Pure Cocaine would go on and remain on the charts for an additional 16 weeks. During an interview with The Breakfast Club around the release of Street Gossip, Baby finally admitted that he gave up the streets to pursue rap full-time. In just 1.5 years, Lil Baby had gone from releasing his first mixtape to having nearly half of his album in Street Gossip chart on the Billboard Hot 100. And even the majority of Street Gossip today has become certified platinum or gold. But the funny thing is, he was just getting warmed up. It would be over a year from the release of Street Gossip before we would see another Lil Baby album. However, 2019 was still a red-hot year for him from top to bottom. He made appearances on numerous artist albums, including Gunna's Drip or Drown 2, DJ Khaled's Father of Assad, Polo G's Die a Legend, Young Thug's So Much Fun, Quality Control's Control the Streets Volume 2, Post Malone's Hollywood's Bleeding, DaBaby's Kirk, Lil TJ's True to Myself, and Travis Scott's Jack Boys Project. He also released collabs that would take over the summer of 2019, including Baby, a collab between Lil Baby and DaBaby, along with Out the Mud, a collab with Future. Outside of being on nearly every big project of 2019, Baby was also in high demand for a feature in the underground scene, having completed an additional 15 features alone from upcoming artists at the time. On November 8th of 2019, Baby would begin to start rolling out his upcoming album, My Turn, by releasing the lead single, Whoa. Whoa was an immediate hit record, peaking at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts and staying there for a total of 21 weeks. To date, Whoa is 5 times platinum and has garnered over 200 million views on YouTube and counting. Baby would go on to release his second lead single on January 10th of 2020 with Something to Prove. This single would go on to do just as much damage as Whoa, peaking at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts and staying there for a total of 20 weeks. To date, Something to Prove is 4 times platinum and has garnered over 100 million views on YouTube. Baby's demand for a new album was at an all-time high. In less than 2 years, he was sitting in a potential of superstardom if the album delivered as good as people thought it would be. On February 28, 2020, Lil Baby released My Turn, a 20-song album that would go on to change the landscape of his entire career. The release of this project took him to a point where life was simply never the same after he released it. This would go on to become Baby's first #1 album on the Billboard 200 albums charts after selling 197,000 units first week, 187 of those which came from streaming, and 10,000 of which came from pure album sales. My Turn would go on to remain at #1 for a total of 5 non-consecutive weeks throughout 2020. The album put 14 of 20 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and 6 of which would stay on the charts for multiple weeks. To date, My Turn is 4 times platinum, and 19 of 20 records on the album are RIAA certified gold or platinum, 4 of which are multi-platinum, 4 which are 1 times platinum, and 12 which are gold. The multi-platinum records include Whoa, Something to Prove, Emotionally Scarred, and Grace featuring 42 Dugg. At this point, Lil Baby had stamped himself as one of the biggest, if not the biggest artist in the game. There wasn't a person within the hip-hop scene that could possibly miss who he was and his undeniable talent at this point, and the numbers were speaking for themselves. During an interview with Joe Budden at the release of My Turn, Baby gave us some insight on his mindset of why he was able to be so successful at music itself. At 24 years old at this time, he had the mindset of an executive and he knew how to navigate himself. One thing I want to point out at this point in the story is his relationship with P, the CEO of Quality Control Music. Baby wasn't treated like most artists in the industry. He was actually groomed to be an executive and had someone look out for him like family. P let him in on closed-door meetings and helped Baby learn from the mistakes that he made in the music game so he could take his career to another level. This type of knowledge on top of Lil Baby's mindset and talent is what is allowing him to get to such heights seemingly so quickly. It's admirable to see someone like P be a music executive but give back in the way that he does with seemingly all of his artists.
That's why
2020, less than 2 months after the release of My Turn, Lil Baby would go on to release another single, All In, leading into the My Turn Deluxe release. At this point, the only thing Lil Baby was touching was fire. All In would go on to claim the 45th spot on the Billboard Hot 100 charts and remain there for a total of 8 weeks. This single would also go on to become a platinum record. Just 1 week later, on May 1st of 2020, Lil Baby would go on to release the My Turn Deluxe album, featuring 6 new records from the original project. All 6 additional records would go on to become certified gold or platinum, including the 5 times platinum hit record, We Paid, featuring 42 Dugg. 5 of the 6 records would go on to chart on the Billboard Hot 100, with We Paid peaking at number 10. This was Baby's 3rd top 10 record and stayed on the charts for a total of 22 weeks. In late May of 2020, the sudden killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota changed the mind state of our nation. With such tragic incidents happening to African Americans all over the United States, our country was left in a very fragile place with racial oppression seemingly so evident in our world in 2020. Something we all have been working to eliminate for our entire lives. If there's one thing I know about Lil Baby, after watching many interviews, it's that he doesn't like to speak more than necessary. If there is one way he would choose to be vocal, it's through his music. On June 12, 2020, Lil Baby would go on to release the most impactful record of his career, The Bigger Picture, describing the racial oppression that he's experienced in his life and the world he wishes we all lived in. This record would transcend anything Baby had touched up to this point in his career. The music video and message were so powerful at such a fragile time that our country was in, it connected deep within all of us that were watching. This is the day he would become something bigger than a music artist. The following week, The Bigger Picture would land at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, his highest charting record at that time. To date, The Bigger Picture is 2-time certified platinum and will remain one of the most transcendent records of this decade. It would go on to become nominated for Best Rap Song and Best Rap Performance at the 2021 Grammy Awards. Outside of making such a large impact with his own records in 2020, the year was also a replica of 2019 in some ways for Baby. Outside of his own music, you couldn't miss him on other artists' records. He was all over the place. Some records include Moneybagg Yo's You Played, Lil Durk's Three-Headed Goat, Gunna's Blindfold, Polo G's Be Something, the Fast 9 movie series soundtrack One Shot with NBA Youngboy, Moneyman's 24 remix, Pop Smoke's For the Night, Nav's I Don't Need Friends, Ryla Rodriguez's Walk, NLE Choppa's Narrow Road, Bankroll Hayden's Drop a Tear, Future's Life is Good remix, T.I.'s Pardon, Gucci Mane's Both Sides, and many more. Baby's ability to deliver high volume and high quality product was mesmerizing for all of us to watch. If you didn't like Lil Baby on his own records, you couldn't help but recognize what he was doing with features at the same time and how they made an impact. At the end of 2020, My Turn ended up being the highest streamed and highest selling album of anybody in the year. Along with Lil Baby being named Apple Music's Artist of the Year, he was undeniably the hottest rapper in the game and couldn't be missed. 2021 shaped up to be another strong year for Lil Baby, along with his linear projection from the very beginning of his career. On March 5th, 2021, Drake released his Scary Hours 2 EP, which featured Lil Baby on the record Wants and Needs, a third collaboration between the two, besides Yes Indeed and Never Recover. The song would go on to debut at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 the following week, and would remain on the charts for a total of 21 weeks. As of today, on Spotify, Wants and Needs is Baby's most popular song. Shortly after, on June 4th of 2021, the highly anticipated collab album between Lil Baby and Lil Durk was released, The Voice of the Heroes. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 albums charts and sold 150,000 units first week, while charting 16 of 18 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, including Hats Off featuring Travis Scott at number 11, the lead single Voice of the Heroes at number 21, and 2040 at number 31, all of which stayed on the Hot 100 for multiple weeks and are certified gold today. Cumulatively, the Voice of the Heroes album is also certified gold. Outside of his own music, the Lil Baby feature run reigns supreme in 2021, as you could catch him all over the industry's biggest projects, including 3 songs off DJ Khaled's Khaled album, including Every Chance That I Get with Lil Durk, Meek Mill's Sharing Locations, Drake's Girls Want Girls off Certified Lover Boy, Hurricane off Kanye West's Donda, Ramen and OJ with Joyner Lucas, We Win, a collab with Kirk Franklin for Space Jam's A New Legacy soundtrack, Nardowick's Me or Some, Pride is the Devil off J. Cole's The Off Season, Don't Play off Polo G's Hall of Fame 2.0, Paid the Fine off YSL's Slime Language 2, and many more records. Here we all stand in 2022 on the brink of Lil Baby's new album dropping next month, and Baby is as big as he's ever been. Through this part of the year, we've heard a number of records that Baby has been on, including 7 features and 3 records of his own. Notable features include his appearance on 25K Jacket off Gunna's DS Forever album in January, along with an appearance on Future's I Never Liked You Deluxe, on Like Me, which also featured 42 Dugg. Another song that Baby's on that's hot right now is Sleazy Go World's Sleazy Flow remix. This year, Baby also took his first stab at working with a commercial pop artist on Ed Sheeran's 2-Step remix. This is something we may see more of as Baby has become a big commercial star. His appeal is now growing larger, and he'll want to tap in with more audiences. Along with the features, Baby has also released 2 collabs with Nicki Minaj, including Do We Have a Problem, which peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed on the charts for 13 weeks, along with Bussin', which charted at number 20, respectively. For himself, Baby, we look back and reflect. The story of Lil Baby is incredible. In 5 years, he's gone from releasing music for the first time to having the entire rap game in a chokehold. It's all been an accumulation of the many things we've discussed in this video, including Lil Baby's demeanor, work ethic, and desire to be great, along with having the right people around him from the jump. The chance that you actually get it increases, but how you get there is not up to you. It's up to something bigger than you. Thank you to everyone that watched this video. If you enjoyed, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. If you want to see me cover another artist come up story, let me know who you think it should be in the comments below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.